about the GMTradio.com. So just so you know, if you ever tune in on the actual website, go to www.gmtradio.com/podcast and click play. So, if you're at home, at the office, or, whatever, and you're getting online to log in, that's what you do. But I do know that people tend to do the Facebook Live. They do Facebook Live. And so if you do the internet, then you would need to do that. I don't think people do that by phone. So I understand why you might not do it by phone, but you can if you wanted to. Just click that www.gmtradio.com/podcast, and that'll get you to us, and you click play. And then those of you, like I said, on Facebook Live, then you would just, be on Facebook, and then you can see everything. And then I keep talking about YouTube, but y'all just be patient because it's coming. So today, first, let me welcome everyone. If you have been kind of going with me, is it okay? So we're gonna make some adjustments on Facebook Live. This is a radio, internet radio. So technically, like, the Facebook Live is just a little something we do to, just be connected and allow people to have options. So that's why we really free flowing with it on Facebook Live. I don't want y'all to sit there and, oh my God, they setting up on Facebook, because it's just chill like that on Facebook Live. So just understand that we're a radio broadcast, but we just go ahead and allow you to a little sneak peek into the studio and to see us. Again, if I'm looking like fried chicken, I apologize, but welcome. So Susie Q will be here with me just to chop it up a little bit. She's a little bit under the weather, actually first and third Mondays, but you know what? She might just become a regular. I don't know what we gonna do. We working it out, but with her fashion tips, makeup, and stuff like that. So having a real good time, having some company on the show. And again, I did mention that our sports correspondent has some, personal things to take care of out in New Orleans. So of course we're wishing him well, and then we're gonna open the door, hopefully, for a new person to step in, who got that fire, and know about the sports, because things are happening. I see the highlights. I see the Who Dat Nation. I see the Texans folk. I know they suffered a little loss the other day, but we need some folks in here who really know what they're talking about and have us be up to snuff, like Big Game Jermaine. So again, we appreciate him and the time he was able to give us, but we're going to open that door, fling open that door for some folks to go ahead and come on in. Then we're still looking for that fitness person, a health person, just to give us some tips and, just some, little day-to-day things that we can do. Cause I'm not a gym rat. You know what I mean? That's not me, and they have some people, they live, eat, breathe, sleep. Look, hats off to y'all. I respect what y'all doing. You can see the passion in your face. I see your Facebook posts. You be sweating and dripping and all of that. I see y'all doing all kind of crunches this body would never do. So hats off to you. But we do want someone who will come in and take it easy on us and just give us a few little tips that ordinary folk can do and implement on the road to good health and wellness. So I'm putting that out there. Opportunity is knocking. It may not apply to you. So I'm telling you, if you know someone, go ahead and share the post. Go ahead and share this information. So the number here at the studio is 832-303-4788. You're always welcome to call. And matter of fact, today I'm offering free entrance to the upcoming event. I have Lisa Love and Friends. That's Thursday night, 8 to 12. We're going to do it up over at Midtown Bar and Grill. Looking to let some people in free. It's $10 in advance. I say, why pay more at the door? It's $15 at the door. The menu's 24 hours. The food is great. The prices are right. The drinks are going to be nice, and they're going to work something out for us, and the service is great. Over at Midtown on 415 West Gray. So let me tell you a little bit about what's happening with that before I get into what I want to share. For those of you who are brand new listeners, It's All Love with Lisa Love will be entertaining, and informative coverage of the people, places, and things we love. That gives me kind of like full range to kind of talk about a whole bunch of things that I want to talk about. And today, definitely going to get into something that um, crossed my mind and something that I wanted to share with you guys. So hello out there in Facebook land. Hello out there in internet land. Just want to thank you for tuning in to It's All Love with Lisa Love. We do have advertising slots available. You can go to www.letmelisaloveyou.com and check out what we have for you. If you're in business and you're not advertising, you're not marketing, then you're probably costing yourself some business, because the fact is that growth comes through getting the word out there, getting your brand out there. And so we love to help with that. We do have folks on Facebook Live. We do have folks who tune in on the internet, and we would love to be a part of helping your business to grow. So with that, go to www.letmelisaloveyou.com to learn more about that. Also, I'll take a quick second to mention another correspondent, our finance expert, and that's Deordra Didi Adams. She's of iEducate Financial Solutions. You can find her on Instagram. You can find her on Facebook. Her cell number is 713-443-0129. She was here at the last show and just kind of gave you a little taste of some of the services that she offers. So definitely, get plugged in. Again, the new year is coming. The holiday season is coming. You want to start tucking away and saving and getting some tips about, just your financial landscape. And if I recall, she called it a financial x-ray. So go ahead and get plugged in. I mean, you're not just hearing this by chance. So go ahead and get that information and see what she can do for you. It's sometimes, don't you just get a feeling? I know I do every now and then that it's time to do something different. It's time to do something different. It's time to take a radical step, if you will. So we have our financial correspondent, and that's Deordra Didi Adams. We have our beauty and fashion correspondent, that's Susie Q, keeping us up to snuff. Of course, you have yours truly, Lisa Love, the host of It's All Love with Lisa Love, and we're just happy to have you all tuning in with us. Something I definitely want to mention: if you have been featured on this show, if you have even called in, if you have called in and had a chance to have a little exchange with me, I'm going to go ahead and invite you to come on out in November. We will do a small annual type, just celebrating our 1 year mark. It's All Love with Lisa Love kicked off November 2017 on Thanksgiving night, and that was back when I was airing on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30 or 10 to 11, just trying to catch folk when the kiddos were down and stuff like that. But yeah, we rolling up on that 1 year mark. I'm really excited about that, excited about the growth we've experienced, and just the fun topics and guests that we have. So want to extend an invitation. You all look out for that, because it's coming soon. So I'm going to take a second and read a post that I made just today. As a matter of fact, I made this post on Facebook, and I just want to talk about it a little bit. 832-303-4788. If you want to call in, don't be shy. 832-303-4788. I will gladly pause to take your call. So I create memes. If you ever wonder where the memes come from, I'm a meme creator. Okay, and so I put my stuff out there, as many of you create your own as well. This particular one was about relationships and single people. And basically, it's a picture of, and if you're following me on Facebook, you can go look. If you're not following me, it's a public post, so you can check it out whenever you want to. I think it's I am Lisa Love. I think that's how you find my Facebook, or Let Me Lisa Love You. But either way, it's public, so you can see it. And I'm basically shedding light on the fact that people in relationships and marriages do not have the luxury of just ranting about things they're not satisfied with in the relationship. So when we get a glimpse of relationships, usually it's this blissful highlight. And so what that could do to single people is skew their view of relationships, where it's to the point where they're idealizing the concept of a relationship. Like this is this epitome of perfection, or like people long to be in relationships. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting to be in a relationship. I seek a healthy relationship, but the purpose of the meme was to encourage single people to celebrate being single, because there are some things that while you're on social media or even with friends saying, man, I just want, I need a boo, I want to get connected, while you're, and I hate to loosely use the word complaining, but kind of, and ranting about why you want this relationship or why you're not happy being single. There are people in relationships wishing they had the privacy again, wishing they had just sole, control over their own finances. They're wishing they can get up and go without explanation. They're wishing they could hang out a little longer, but they know that they're accountable to this other person. And that's not to knock relationships. That's appropriate. There are boundaries in relationships, but we don't hear that. So as a single, really think about what I'm trying to tell you here. So your perspective could be skewed and like, oh, I just want, because you're forgetting that there are people who actually long to be in the situation you're in. So what I challenge people to do is celebrate being single. Like right now, if I decide this weekend that I'm gonna make a move, I don't have to check in with anybody. Now you might say, well, but then it's lonely times. Absolutely. In relationships, you have a companion, there's someone there. So I even talk about the pros and cons of relationships and being single. But I just wanted to kind of encourage single people to celebrate the state that you're in as you wait and as you seek that healthy connection. Don't be all on social. I hate it. I'm just sick of single. I'm just, man, I would just caution you to be kind of careful, because if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram or any of these, Twitter even, I do a Friday fantasy. I might post a little something like, talk sweet in my ear. I post a little fantasy, like I'm keeping it real too. Like I'll post a little something sexy or whatever, because of, that comes from a longing from my heart. I'll be like, make love to me without touching me, stuff like that. So I'm actually expressing that desire for a relationship. But what you will not see me do, and I'm not saying everybody has to be like me, but what you will not see me do is, oh, I hate it. No, I'm good, because there are things that I know people in relationships wish they could have again, and that's no knock or anything on their relationship. I think that we should celebrate marriages and couples doing their thing and be happy for people, pray for people to have healthy relationships and lasting relationships, but don't despise being single. They just don't. You get to be on social media all day talking about how you hate being single. They don't get to be on there talking about how they hate their situation. Okay, hello, somebody. So let's keep things into perspective. So let me go ahead and read this to you. I know I'm in there. So I'm gonna read this to you, and this is what I had to say. I wrote a little book, little thing here on Facebook. But anyway, here we go. I said further thoughts. I said maybe, just maybe, many singles who want relationships secretly fear that appearing too happy as a single person may discourage potential suitors. And let me pause there. People will be quick to say, like, I'm just not happy being single, and I'm just saying, I'm not happy with this. I'm not saying you have to pretend to be happy. But what I'm saying is some people could actually be nervous about looking content because they feel like somebody who might be trying to step to them be like, dang, they good, they ain't worried about. But that's not it. Let me read on. So what do? They make sure everyone knows how utterly miserable they feel about being single. That's a mistake. It's a mistake. Can I, Lisa, love you right now? So nothing could be further from the truth. You ever notice how happy people are so goddamn sexy? Like they smile, they walk, they energy. You just be like, damn, who is that, right? I know y'all can relate to what I'm saying. So now you flip the script and imagine you have this I hate me, life sucks, it's boring. Okay, we gonna need you to get it together. I mean, I'm not trying to come down on anybody, but I'm just trying to cause people to think. That's what I said on the post. It's my job to make people think. So I'm asking single folks to really think about the fact that, that vibe you throwing out there. So unhappy single people can be viewed as a huge responsibility. Ladies, a man could be looking at you and be like, shoot, I can't do nothing with that. She miserable. I can't make her happy. How I'm going to live up to? You don't even realize that you think you kind of putting out a vibe like, hey, I'm available. I don't want to be single. I want you to want me. No, they on the other end of that like, hell no, that's work. That woman there, so I mean, I'm just saying, again, this is food for thought. I'm not saying, you got to subscribe. I'm just giving you food for thought. What's that India Irie say? Don't be offended. This is all my opinion. Ain't nothing that I'm saying, law. but peep it for real. So think about it. You look like you're waiting for someone to make you happy. That's what it's throwing out there. And I have sarcastically no pressure there. I mean, so somebody's watching you and they might be digging you, and then they hear all this rant and they're thinking, how in the hell can I live up to that? How can I make this person happy? So not many people are up for the tremendous task of trying to make and keep someone happy. Even if you didn't intend to throw out that vibe, the fact is you can be sending that signal with the I hate being single rants. So there's a way to very tactfully, delicately say, man, I wouldn't mind being booed up. That's a whole different conversation than I can't stand, I'm sick of this. And it's like, okay, you miserable with yourself? Because that's the message that you're sending out. So again, this is something that was on the top of the dome today, and I'll just be leaking all out on Facebook sometime. But this topic is actually very meaty. And if you open your heart, open your mind, and really listen, it might be some adjustments that need to be made. And I fancy myself to be a people person, like for real, for real. I'm a people watcher and observer, and I'm just not looking to see what kind of shoes people have on. I watch behavior. I study people. I talk to people. So I'm not making this up. So all right, so we all can spot fake happy. So we know somebody who's like, oh, I'm good, I'm lit and all this, and they miserable single. We know they not happy, like how they try to pretend like they happy. They want somebody to hold them at night. They want somebody to be a companion to the office Christmas party or whatever. So we're not talking about that fake nonsense like I'm just so super happy I don't need anybody. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a real contentment, just being satisfied with where you are, but then also giving off those positive vibes like, man, I wouldn't mind, what I'm saying, a little sweetie. So it's nothing wrong with that. So we're not asking for the fake happy. That's not what we're saying. So I'm not saying you have to pretend or that you have to act like you don't want a relationship, because on the other side of the coin, that's a turn off too. Like I'm good, I don't need no else. Okay, so somebody might have been interested, but then you come in yakking, and men and women do it. Like you so good on your own. It's nothing wrong with saying I want somebody, I want something special, I want something real. I want something that's gonna last. I want to ride or die. I want my king, my queen, my rib, whatever. I hear all kinds of stuff, but it's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be out here trying to act like you don't want that, but you definitely want to have that contentment and that happiness with where you are, yet seek a healthy relationship. So it says, what I am saying is to get happy about the cool things single life offers while you wait for someone who deserves you. So get happy. You understand what I'm saying? It's a personal thing. It's an individual, kind of journey. And so I would ask you or caution you, let me Lisa love you. I'm not sitting here in judgment. This show is all about love. This is, just kind of on my heart. I'm trying to go a little raw with it and really be real and just go to another depth with you all. This is something I was thinking about, and it's like, it's okay to enjoy, because it's sexy. I mean, I just take a second. you know, if a man out, he see women, you know, the women, you know, with having girls night out, they laughing, kaka, kiki, and giggling and stuff. That's attractive. You know, you out with your girlfriends, you see the fellas kicking, they laughing, they, you know, having a good time. That looks good. They happy. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And so we have a lot to learn from that, you know, and just say that we need to make, you know, some adjustments with what we doing out here and what we saying on social media that could really be kind of hindering our efforts to get booed up. I'm gonna pause real quick and change gears before I read this other last little piece, and it's about the event. So let me tell you what's happening at the event, and let me tell you where it was born from. It was born from the idea that, you know, there are a lot of singles out there, there's a lot of couples out there doing their thing. But with regard to the singles, I know about the holidays. I know about the holiday blues. I know how I feel like, man, you know, I wish I had a pay, you know, and stuff. I get it. So the idea, I was going to have a separate kind of like matchmaking event, but I decided to kind of just throw it all in there, and we just going to have a good time together doing a whole bunch of things. So single people who come, if you go online, there's like a color code thing. You could dress, you know, just have fun and do your thing. But I'm inviting you out before the holidays because I'm hoping people will make connections. And it is LGBT friendly, you know, whatever you do, however you do, you know, come do your thing. But then I have been encouraging like good brothers to come on out there, you know, to meet some good ladies and make some connections. I'm not saying people have to get married, but coming to meet like quality people, you know, who just got that good vibe and stuff, that's priceless. I mean, even if y'all just decide, hey, we gonna kick it for the holidays, I just want to know, hey, if you want to roll out and go bowling, I can call you up. Bet, you know, so that's really what it's about. So when you come to the event, again, it's $10 in advance. So I would hit that website and just take care. I've absorbed the fee for the Eventbrite, so it's just a flat $10 for you. So actually, you know, you gonna make out good with that. So it's $15 at the door, and why pay more at the door? That's what I always say. So go ahead, take care of your ticket in advance. When you get in there, you will let the person know at the door, I'm single, I'm interested in the matchmaking segment, and then you'll fill out a little card and stuff. And then during the program, I'll kind of pull away me and maybe a couple people, and we'll actually do some matchmaking based on the things you say you're interested in, what you're looking for. Now, obviously, I don't have control over if there's enough men and women and all that kind of stuff, but what I can promise you is I will do my absolute best to match. So I would just kind of say, like, you know, you want to get on in there, get in the door, and get signed up so we can make it do what it do. And then based on what people are saying their needs are or their desires, then we're going to go from there. And it's going to be like, you know, just really keep it real. And I'm going to share this. You know, I've always, you know, wondered when I was first thinking about doing the matchmaking event, should I tell y'all this? But I don't see where it's necessarily a conflict. But I've spent a lot of years making matches. And so I don't want to say that I want to be very delicate with this, because in my daytime professional life, I've worked with several mentoring programs. So there is a method to the madness of matching people and putting people who are complementary together. So you think it's just Lisa Love looking at a card, putting people together. But what I'm telling you is that I have extensive training with putting people together based on things that they enjoy, based on, you know, just who they are. And so I'm actually transferring that skill. Hear me now. Okay, somebody. I'm transferring that skill over to this event, where I'm really hoping that, you know, we can make some good connections. If y'all keep it real with me and give me some real information to work with, you might end up, you know, really connecting with somebody who's, you know, a number one for you. So we'll have the matchmaking for singles, and I really put that in there with the holidays in mind, that I'm hoping you don't have to be alone. I'm hoping that you can, you know, kind of kick it with somebody and have somebody you could be, you know, in the process of getting to know. So I'm trying to Lisa love you if you let me. So now the couples, you know, I love for my events to be characterized by the fact that anybody's welcome. Sometimes it will be, you know, just a certain population, but I really pride myself in, I want it to be anybody could walk in the door and enjoy themselves. So even for couples, we're going to have some couples challenges and basically just see how well you know bae, you know, kind of like that newlywed game thing, you know, where you ask questions and, well, how many times per week do y'all, you know, stuff like that, and just see if y'all can come up with matching answers. That, I mean, it's just going to be some good, you know, fun. And of course, I'm going to be sexy with it. Of course, we're going to have some fun with it. So the couples will have an opportunity to do that. Also, at the event, we're doing you all may be familiar with something called White Elephant gift exchange. At first we were going to exchange names and stuff, but that could get kind of tricky if your partner doesn't come to the next event and stuff like that, you know, the person you were paired with. So I don't want to take that chance. So I reworked that, and I'm gonna call it Red Elephant, and that's to shout out my girl Susie Q, because she actually has a business called Red Elephant. So I'm gonna shout her out, and we're gonna do a Red Elephant gift exchange. And basically it will work like the White Elephant. So you'll bring a gift, you know, $10 or less, and then you put it all in a little middle on the table or whatever, draw numbers. And basically how it works is the first person picks a gift, they decide if they want to keep it or trade it, and so on and so forth. Lots of fun. You probably know it from the office parties, but we will be doing a follow-up event with Red Elephant. That's what we're calling it, the gift exchange. I'm trying to think of everything. I'm going to do a little short comedy set. If you're a comedian and you feel like, you know, even an up and coming comedian, and feel like, because, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm a babe in this thing. But if you want to come through and, you know, try it out or test it out on us, you know, you're welcome to do that and come through. And I'll definitely give you a minute or two on the mic. But I have some material prepared, and I can't wait to share it with y'all, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all know, hashtag, y'all know I'm crazy, and I am. So I can't wait to go ahead and get on out there and do that for you. So it's gonna be a funky good time. You are listening to It's All Love with Lisa Love, where we have entertaining and informative coverage of the people, places, and things that we love. We are giving away free tickets to the upcoming Lisa Love and Friends on Thursday at Midtown Bar and Grill. That's 415 West Gray out here in Houston, Texas. I'm so sorry for you if you're not in H-Town, because it's gonna go down on Thursday, but you can win free tickets if you're here locally and you want to come out. And I think I will give them away in pairs. I'm not gonna give away one. I'm gonna let you bring whoever you're trying to bring through. So also, if you want to purchase your ticket, you can go to www.letmelisaloveyou.com. So back to that post. Here's the rest. It says, here's what we know. There are pros and cons related to having a relationship and to flying solo. So there are pros and cons if you're in a relationship. I think the thing that stands out when people are in a relationship is you have help. Like, people like, I don't have to go at it alone, whether it's financial help, emotional help, just support. And that's the aspect of relationships I know many people long for. I get it. And I don't want to say it's a con of the relationship, but people do have things that they honestly just don't like about the relationship. That doesn't mean they don't love the person and stuff like that, but they might remember when they used to be able to just kick it till 2 a.m. Now they can't, or, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, it is a compromise. So understand, single people, because this really was directed to single friends and people who just kind of tune in, and people who, you know, connected to me on social media. I really was seeking to encourage you, like, enjoy where you're at. You know, enjoy it. Where your peeps at? Where your girls at? Go out. Get on a cruise. Go take a road trip. I mean, what are you really doing? You know, are you sitting there just like, oh, you know, and even for the fellas, like, move around. You understand what I'm saying? You know, let me, Lisa, love you in this moment. I mean, round up your fellas, your boys, you know, go dancing. Go, you know, hang out at the sports bar. Have yourself a good time. A good woman is hard to find. Hello. A good man is hard to find. So while you're going through that process, you know, I don't want to say entertain yourself, but kind of, you know, get off into something, you know, grow in an area, take a class. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious as a heart attack right now. I mean, you know, be happy, you know, in the situation you're in, because somebody's watching you wishing they were single. And the fact of the matter is, or wishing they were kind of detached right now. And the fact of the matter is, I want you to think about the fact that you're inundated with messages like, you know, to be married, be in a relationship, is happy, is good, is, you know, our heads are in the clouds, because that's what people share. You know, married couples not gonna air their dirty laundry, and please don't, because I'm not saying you should. Married couples can't get on there and say, Lord, I wish this man would. They can't do that. But if you've been in a relationship before, you know from your own experience that there were times you like, oh Lord, here she come with this. It's funny, I'm on the radio show and I talk for about an hour. So the fact is that most men want women to shut the hell up. He at home like, God, please. That's just the truth. I'm not making this up. I'm keeping it all the way real. So there are things about relationships. He probably, oh Lord, I gotta listen to this again about the girl at the office or whatever. So there are compromises. And so if you're single, all I'm saying is, have a good time, go live life. And it's okay to put it out there like, I'm looking forward to, because okay, I'm not for every man. I know that. Okay. I'm not. It's going to be a special brother. Okay. But in the meantime, I'm doing my thing. You understand what I'm saying? I hope y'all really feeling me and getting this vibe. I'm doing my thing. I'm moving around. And hopefully he will see that and be like, okay, And then he's thinking how he can add to that. But what he will not have to do is drag me up from some low place, because no. And that's not to say sometimes I don't feel alone. I want to snuggle. I want to, I want to be dancing in the rain. If y'all know anything about cancers, we're super emotional. I'm super emotional, sensual, sensitive, all that, whatever you want to put in there, all of that, that's there. But I have to manage that, and I have to do so and pour that into things, that are good for me and healthy for me. So I'm sharing with you from a very, very real place. So I'm hoping you let me love you. Let me, Lisa, love you. So contrary to what some single people may think, couples are not flaunting their relationships in everyone's face. Some single people actually, they're a little salty, as they would say on the East Coast, about, seeing the post, people all booed up, taking their little engagement pictures and stuff. You don't have to be upset. Nobody's flaunting anything. They're celebrating, that they found someone, and, and for the most part, and I know some people got the fake happy going, but for the most part, man, people just excited. Same thing you would do. Same thing when your boo come through. You're going to be excited. You're going to, y'all made a year, 10 years, whatever. You're going to be posting up too. They just don't post the other side. So there you are looking. So I'm just saying, manage that. That's what I'm asking you to do. They simply aren't in a position to go on rants on social media about the things they don't like about their relationships. So all we get are the blissful highlights. That's it. They're not going to tell you about that drag out fight. They're not going to tell you about arguing over which furniture they should buy. They're not going to tell you about somebody overspent and the count overdraft and stuff. You're not going to hear all of that. So you're not even going to hear about the argument. Babe, I really want to buy this. Babe said no. Now we fighting. You're not going to hear about that. So I'm saying, celebrate the fact that you're enjoying some freedoms and some liberties that the truth is, some of them you will lose when you get into a relationship. You respect your partner, some of that you will lose. So if you're a single and haven't figured out how to embrace and celebrate being single while seeking a healthy relationship, chances are you're wasting lots of precious time. Think about that. I'm going to let that soak in for a minute there. That, how much time do you really spend? People might be inviting you out. I'm gonna talk about this friend. I ain't gonna name her name, but she gonna know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about a friend in Connecticut. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, because I used to tease you about this. She would be like, 'cause I ain't meet nobody. I don't meet nobody and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, you go to work and then home every day. Like, it's not going to be raining men. That's a song, okay? So it's like, I say that to say, get out, move around, enjoy life, network, go places where if you met somebody there, they dig that too. So if you like the poetry scene, go to poetry events, because if he's there, he must be digging poetry too. So y'all have that in common. If you like the gallery, the art galleries and stuff, go. If you like the museums and stuff like that, go. I mean, live your life. I saw this movie and seemed like I'm feeling deja vu, like I may have mentioned this before. I saw a movie and dude said, um all you really have is this moment. Like this moment, like right now, because you thinking about, oh yeah, because when we get together and all we gonna do. But the fact is, the life that you have is now. Like that's really what you have. And I know sometimes I challenge myself and I'll just be like, how do I want this day to be? Like, what do I want to come of this? What am I trying to achieve today to keep me kind of not necessarily just in the moment, but to kind of keep me present, because you can get caught up like, oh, one day it's gonna be, I mean, where I'm going with that. So I mean, just kind of, yeah, find something to get off into now, because that's what you have. You work where you work now, you live where you live now. That's what you got right now. Your friends or your circle, that's what you got right now. So I would think about ways to maximize that and optimize that, to make your life happier while you're waiting to move into whatever you're trying to do. Because I can't wait to be happy. Show of hands, like something, cough, I don't know, do something. I mean, show of hands, I can't wait to be happy. You understand what I'm saying? I can't put that on pause and be waiting for circumstances. I just can't do it. So I said the last thing here was, I'm willing to bet the farm that many single people are taking precious single life perks for granted. You're taking some things for granted. I hope this helping somebody, because this was like really heavy. Like I needed to put it out there. Like there's some things. Okay, can I be Lisa Love real with y'all? Okay, I had 3 kids. Most of y'all might know that. They older, so they help out and stuff. Thank you, Lord. Them baby days over. I tell myself all the time, if I'm laying down in my bed, I'm on the couch, it's 6, 7, 8 o'clock, and I'm just kind of getting that sweet little break from it all, and I didn't cook. Sometimes I'm like, honestly, I know if I had a man at home, I gotta cook. Like, you cannot cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Like, holla if you hear me, somebody. Ladies, y'all know. So you on your grind, you doing your thing every day. You And sometimes I get to just be like, shoot, them kids got that, man. I got, you know what I'm saying? I get a little break because they could do their thing or whatever. But, and every man for himself, you're in there doing your thing and hooking up your little grub. But I get a little break, And so I say to myself, honestly, if a man were in the home, I'm not going to let babe be out there hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure something is there. So I'm saying that's a single life perk. You feel me? If I want to watch chick flick after chick flick after chick flick, hopefully when babe come into my life, he'll get down with me like that. But I don't have that, so I'm free to do that right now. So another single life perk. So I'm just saying, if I need to make a move and make a purchase, I just consult with God. That's it. I don't have to consult with nobody else. So it's little things like that we ought to just be celebrating. Does that mean I'm ready to sign up and be single for the rest of my life? Am I scared to look too happy and I got it together? No, I'm just saying I'm good. But I know that I want something real, something lasting, like most of you. I'm Lisa Love. Hello, somebody. All right. So I say hashtag made you think, and I put it out there to put something on people's mind. And I say, I will Lisa love you if you let me. So really, that's what this was all about. Just kind of looking at that whole single couple thing and stuff like that. I celebrate couples. You should do the same. If you're single, celebrate them. It's not easy out here. Not easy to find somebody, not easy to find something to hold on to forever. And I do know, and I will say, I know that, again, I know people. I observe people. I talk to people. You would be amazed at the things that I talk to people about, and people I don't even know well, but I'm a conversationalist. So I engage people all the time because I love it. I eat it like, food, drink it like water. I mean, I love, that type of interaction. I love the rawness of just the human experience. So I'm talking to people and I'm saying that because you can trust my insights. I'm not saying you have to agree with everything, but trust them as being genuine, authentic, and backed by some real stuff. And so I'm just saying that the whole relationship and single thing, and just sharing that I know people have moments of frustration is where I was going with that. and it's a heaviness. And dare I even go into, I mean, I'm on the dating site again. That's where some of my material, I get my best material. Lord have mercy, we need thee every hour on the dating sites and some of the stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. I'm gonna just share this real quick. It was September 13th. I remember this because I took a picture and I said I might write this into one of my bits, but I'm just talking and just sharing it with y'all. It was September 13th. I won't forget it. I had the little screenshot to show it on the little site. Dude say good morning or something. I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm just unwinding, you know, after work or whatever. Sure as my name is Lisa. That was September 13th. So I said, I'm unwinding. How are you? September 20th. Dude wrote back, I'm good. What's Dude wrote back like, I'm like, no, that's how you doing expired. You know what I'm saying? That was for the 13th. Dude come back like a week later and talk about I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing happened. That's that dating site stuff. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just hear me when I tell you, like I said, we need the every hour on these sites. But listen, I know people frustrated. You know, I again, even on the dating site, I can't help myself. I'm, you know, talking to people. I'm hearing the frustration. You know, brothers out here upset. You know, contrary to popular belief, you know, a lot of sisters, you know, men are dogs. And all, no, they got men out there looking for good women. They do. And they frustrated by some of the stuff that they see. So, you know, we got some work to do too. And stuff like that. But I know. I'm just gonna say I know and I get it. And so even with my events, even though I, you know, be promoting all sexy and like fire and all that kind of stuff and trying to do that, I'm really trying to love you. I really am. And you know, that's where, you know, it get real. You know, I'm trying to connect people. Hopefully people, I know it's not easy for everybody. I'm a people person. I'm gonna meet somebody at the Walmart. That's just me. But I know it does not come that easily for people. Another thing I want to mention as I close out on the dating site, I can't tell you how many times I see I don't date black women by black men. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's real out here. So, I can't say, you know, I don't want to say I'm not surprised by other people, you know, but it doesn't sting as much, you know, when it's our brothers, you know, saying that about our sisters. And I just think that come from a hurt place. That's just Lisa Love talking. Again, much observation and discussion amongst people. I think that comes from a hurt place. But so it's real out here. And so I'm trying to do these little things and make some moves so we can make some healthy, happy connections and stuff like that. Don't come to the event trying to take advantage of people and just be hoeing around and thotting around. Please, I'm telling you that straight up. Okay, don't do that. I hope that we would attract some positive energy, some positive vibes with people and just really have a good time together. It's going to be sexy, going to be grown, all of that. You know, we're going to do that. But we want to make some good connections. So it's all love with Lisa Love. I'm your girl, your host, Lisa Love. And like I said, we have our correspondents coming through. We have Dee Dee, our financial guru of, let's say, I want to say it right, of I Educate Financial Solutions, 713-443-0129. Check her out. We got Susie Q. Susie Q, you're going to see Susie Q, a lot of her, because we just going to be talking about the whole beauty and fashion thing all the time. We're going to keep that thing going. Again, we're looking for somebody who will talk to us about sports. We're looking for somebody who can kind of hit us with a health and fitness and kind of overall wellness kind of thing. Y'all start getting ready for the holidays. I've been telling y'all start getting ready. Also, I'm going to go ahead and challenge y'all. Let me write this down. Do you know your credit score? I'm just going to challenge you. Do you know your credit? I ain't saying call in and tell me your credit score. I'm just saying, you know your own credit score. You know, see where you at. You know, so you can start, you know, moving to where you're trying to be. I know that some people who listen in and tune in and maybe even watch Facebook Live, you good. You know, I know that. I ain't going to even lie. I know I got some successful people on my little situation. I do. And shout out to you, because I see you. I see people making serious moves. And so I know some people are in a better situation than others. But when I say this and when I share these things and stuff like that, I'm just really trying to speak to ordinary folk. And, you know, just wherever you are, I said there's always room for better. There's always room for growth. So it's for everybody. You know what I'm saying when I speak. And no judgment and all that kind of stuff. That's just not what I'm about. I hope people can sense that, you know, something in you just like, oh, all right, she for real. So So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Showstopper Party Bus again. You know, they were advertising with us, but I'm gonna go ahead and shout them out again because I'm gonna make a move with them. I'm going to see my Christmas lights, and you know, by myself, with y'all, or with somebody, we gonna show our support and get one of those buses and ride on out to River Oaks and some of these areas that have just like spectacular displays. And I've been hearing about the Moody Gardens. Believe it or not, I've been in Houston since '04 and I still haven't been. Shame on me. But it keep coming up, so I think this our year. And as I close, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something that I didn't share during the last show. I didn't even post it on Facebook yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it because if you really paying attention, you'll know that I'm a believer and I trust God and all that kind of stuff. Few shows ago, I was actually on here and I said something about having joy in spite of any situation and stuff like that, and just being in that place of circumstances could change, but you just good, and it's not easy to be in that place, not at all. But I did want to share that on that day, my car was totaled. That was over a month ago. I don't really share my struggles while I'm going through it because I have to hone in on everything that's in me, all of my faith, all of my just that, y'all know what I'm saying. If you've been through something, you got to hone in, and you can't tell everybody everything you're going through because sometimes people, they're very negative. They got the stuff, they got that vibe on them, and you just can't, but I like to, try to share things, and like I said, I only share stuff to encourage people. So I hope this does something for you. If you're waiting for God to move on your behalf or do something for you, just know that He's faithful. So I totaled the car. Everybody was all right and stuff like that. And there's a backstory to that I just trust God that there's a reason for everything. I remember celebrating that car. If y'all remember, I needed a car right away, no down payment, this and that. God moved. I got that car. I didn't have it 6 months, and I was talking to you all about this joy in spite of anything because your circumstance could change in a moment. That day, literally, after leaving the show, the car was totaled. Again, everybody was safe. We were good. And it was totaled. It was kind of messed up in the bottom due to a collision. And they just, my insurance was like, nah, we ain't fixing this. You know what I'm saying? We going to total this out. So that's what they did. And Lord knows I'm grateful because everything was in place to cover everything. Have your insurance and all that. Do what you got to do. So I had a rental for a week. After that rental was up, I was using Lyft. I'm not even gonna lie, I met the dopest, coolest people on Lyft. I'm not even gonna lie. They Facebook friends now. Do you hear what I'm saying? The dopest people. So I was out of pocket. I was doing what I had to do and stuff like that. And getting around the best I can. And somebody today, I ain't gonna say her name, but was telling me the frustration because they had some car issues going on. You know who you are. If you listening in and you tune in, and that wasn't an accident, that when I tell y'all, it's all love with Lisa Love, my love bugs, just closed the deal on a car Friday. And this sister was in my inbox just talking about the frustrations of not having a car, and I was so happy to be able to tell her, like, man, just hold on. So it's a tremendous inconvenience to not have a car, especially in a city like Houston. But I'm not just talking about the car. I'm my daddy's daughter, my heavenly daddy's daughter, and he knows that when he flex with me, I'm gonna tell people. So I'm just saying, if you holding on, waiting for something to happen, man, just stay the course and just trust. So it's been your girl Lisa Love with It's All Love. God is good. Just had to put that little shout out in there. So tune in next week. We're gonna have folks from the Faith Awards, people who were, received awards and acknowledgments. We're going to have them interviewed. We're going to have Dee Dee back doing her financial piece. Susie Q might come through. So it's going to be all good. And I think that's October 1st. So see you guys then. Go love somebody, man. Go love somebody.